Hello everyone and welcome back to the Riverview Investment Challenge here on Riverview Farms, episode 3. This episode we need to do something about the poo. This slurry is getting out of hand on the pigs. We got so many pigs that we're getting close to capacity. So, I mean, our slurry probably another day is going to max out. So we either need to sell it or put in a BGA, which there's a couple of modded ones out now that I'm thinking about trying, and we might have to do both. These little BGAs might not be able to keep up with what we're outputting, so that's what we're gonna do today. And I'm just thinking over here is where we can stick in that BGA. Let's look on here. I guess we'll see what's for sale. None in for sale. Slurry tank wise, I would like to get a truck, be able to pull one of these. Um, I'm hoping, I wonder if a trailer could pull that. Could always get this big dog. Yeah, I don't think we can afford that. We're probably gonna have to stick with this in here with the slurry tankers. And we don't have to go far. It's gonna be right here in the yard. So we got this one, 20,000 liters. These just get outrageous. This is about what we're gonna have to go with. Let's, we go down to this, which is half the price, but it's only 8,200. I mean, we're gonna have enough loads with this, so I think we're gonna break down and buy this. Let's put some tires on it. I don't know if we need to color it. Oh, we did sell one batch of pigs. They got to be 9 months old. Can't remember if we did that on camera or not, but it was, I think, just these 200, and then we turned around and rebought them. So we still have these about 4 months away from selling, which should be a huge payday. So there's that. We'll run down. Oh, I gotta put in the BGA. What am I doing? So the BGA, I was thinking it was like 55,000. Now there's all these. It's a new mod that came out now. This is just fast. I don't know if I want to go with the fast. It would definitely solve our problem, but sometimes fast ones are a little too cheaty. So I think I'm just gonna put in the regular one here. Let's see where inputs. Flip that around over here. I think I want to get it, leave a little room there, but flattening failed. I hate it when this thing does this. Why is the flattening failing? Can I stick it out here more? I think something's just not quite right at the moment. Should be no reason for that. Does it do it with this one? No. Why? Okay, it's just being temperamental, I guess. I have no clue. Like I say, I want to square it up to that, but I think I want to leave a little gap. This should be good enough. We can turn around. And we want to turn the slurry on. I don't think we want to set it. We'll just set it to selling. We don't have a use for the digestate or the methane or the electric charge, so it might as well just kick it out. We need to run down and grab that slurry tank, come back here. Now I'm thinking this thing's only going to go through, if I did the math on it right, it's going to go through 48,000 liters a day. I'm not sure what we're producing in there. So, like I say, it might be a case that we need to do a little bit of both. Maybe sell some and keep putting it in there. I mean, if we had it all along, we probably would have been in better shape. But obviously we didn't. I mean, just the sheer amount of ice cream trucks on this map is unbelievable. The UK must really love their ice cream. Kind of wish there was some better modded slurry trailers out there. I know Omatana is working on her water tanker. I think she's going to update it to where it'll hold slurry, and then obviously that thing would be the ideal. It's cheap, unreal capacity. It just, for some reason, slurry tankers are expensive. And I get it as far as like a spreader or something, but just to be able to haul it, it's just a tank. You think you wouldn't take much. I also want to maybe buy a property today. Buy another property. I'm probably gonna go the two properties around us. I'll probably end up going with sheep. Not that I want to do sheep. I think I'd already talked about this. I'm worried about the wool plugging up the output, but I think I want all 5 of my animal pens to be different instead of just all pigs or something like that. So sheep figure in there. I'll do sheep. I'll probably only go with like 100 in there to start and just see what it starts doing. Also, as I'm filming this, it's like Thursday the 13th, and there was a pallet mod that came out on the mod hub briefly today for PC. It was a script mod, and I didn't quite get a chance to try it out because I couldn't even download it, and then they took it down. So, but it was supposed to not put a limit on it. So I don't know if that means that spawn area where the wool comes out won't fill up. You can just keep spawning more there, or if it has more to do with the map limit of so many pallets. My hope is it'll allow more to spawn there, because then it would be sheep would be more viable with these big pens. But who knows? Like I said, there must have been something wrong with it, and it wasn't there but an hour or two, and then it was gone. So maybe it'll show up tomorrow fixed, and it'll do what I want. If that's the case, I was thinking of beef cattle and both types of dairy cattle, but I wouldn't be opposed to chickens either. If I can have a bigger spawn area, or the pallets will keep spawning. Okay. The other thing I was going to look at was wood chips. Yeah. I forgot about that this year. The wood chips max out in that you got to dump it once a year. And that's another thing I'm going to tackle. For whatever reason, when they made this map, they decided wood chips was too OP. Okay, so where are we at here? And they're just really poorly priced. I mean, it's a third or less than what you can get on another map. So it's really, wood chips aren't worth it here. But there is a mod that came out that has a sawmill that will turn wood chips into planks and stuff like that. And it'll do other things. It'll work kind of like the sawmill we have now, but I'm just going to use it strictly for the wood chips. Take the wood chips out of our existing one and put it in there. And see if we can't make a little bit of money off the wood chips. Because otherwise I've got to take them, and I've got nowhere to store them at the moment, so I'd have to take them out of there. I got to put them in my wagon and just kind of store them there till January when the wood chips are the highest. But I've been using that wagon to go get pig feed. I just go down there and fill up each pallet in there. It takes forever, but I think it's slightly faster than picking it up with a... Certainly with the trailer we have now. If we get a semi, it might be different. I don't even know how much this thing holds. Yeah. How much does this thing hold? 75,000 liters, that'll be nice. Give us a little bit of breathing room in that. We'll go ahead and hauling the poo. I know this will only get to 60, but this is probably good enough. I can haul another 3 loads tomorrow over here, because like I said, I think it's only going to use 48,000 overnight. So that's... Couldn't find the trigger. The other thing with buying the property I've decided is I'm going to wait to buy the main farm last. I need to buy these other 2 down here first. Because if I buy the main one and I sell off all the buildings, like it's pretty much game over. So I think I'll leave that last and do these down here. Probably even the one that I said on the first episode that was probably the hardest starting point, the one that only has the sheep pen, that'll probably be the first one I do, just to kind of keep it nice and fair and not too cheaty. this and leave it here. And let's grab them wood chips out of the sawmill and figure that out. I think that sawmill's like $36,000. Same price as the micro one. Alright, well that's filling. Trying to decide, I need to leave a little room here because you gotta drag logs up through there. You don't want to get in the way, but and I do like to be able to turn around with this, so maybe just as far down here as we can get, close to the road. Let's save it first, just in case we screw up placing it down. Like I said, I think it was, maybe it's, that's cement. Yeah, the wood chip sawmill. This is the one I think I'm going to go with, just a small one. We aren't going to have a ton of wood chips, so let's see. This is where we dump them up front, right? I wonder where the output is. It's on that back side by that telephone pole. I'd rather be over here. It is on the side, but I think we're fine. I think that'll work. Let's take a look at this. It's the wood chips ones, right? Yes. Activate this. Actually, let's deactivate. Since this is not going to have a bunch, we might as well see if it can keep up just with the beams. Because the beams are worth the most money, so there's no sense in activating those other two. If we find out that we're producing too much chips over the course of the year, we'll go ahead and turn the other two on, or one of them. Oh, that was another thing I probably should have looked at. It's gonna kill me. I did it anyway. Well, probably shouldn't have took all 14,000. Okay. We're going to turn them all on then. We need to blow through this. And we'll just leave that for now. Let it run. Maybe it'll burn through it overnight and through the week. But I'm thinking maybe we can sleep and just see what the bioglass plant makes us overnight. Let's see, these guys got food. Yep, I probably need to go get more food. It looks like a lot, but they burn through the food. Yeah, I think we can sleep on into November. And just see what the BGA plant produces each night. I guess we should have looked a little closer to see how much slurry, I didn't pay attention, was in the pig pen, how much we're producing overnight. What would that be under? I assume it'd be under some income here. Loan interest. Okay, so it had to be the sold products. Yeah. So almost $8,400 a night. So that's should make us 100 grand a year. And go back to the pigs. Oh, see, the slurry jumped way back up over 400K. Huh. I think we're eventually going to have to sell some. I think it's going to max out on us. But that's it for right now. The pigs are 6 months old. I'll probably keep going 3 months here. Keep this plant full. Then we'll sell the pigs. Once we sell the pigs, we should be able to buy our next piece of land, and I'll be back then. Okay, we went 2 months ahead, and I've got all the pallets that were made, the wood material that was made from those wood chips. So it burned through the 50,000 wood chips in 2 months. So that's kind of crazy. It's pretty fast. I'm never going to keep that thing full, so we definitely want to just leave it on beams and try to only put 14,000 in at a time so we aren't plugging up our trailer. But I'm going to run down, sell this just to see kind of what that thing produces, see how long it'll take to pay it off. 36,000. Might even pay it off with one load. Let's see here. Yeah, so basically that's much better than selling the wood chips on this map. Wood chips on other maps, like I said, wood chips on other maps are worth you can get close to $1,000 a liter, and on here, I mean, they're a third. It's essentially cut it in a third. So you're better off putting down that sawmill and converting the wood chips. I'm gonna run back and grab the rest of our wood supplies from the bigger sawmill, and we'll come back and sell those too. Alright, I got all those out of that bigger sawmill, which it didn't make much more than the small one, to be honest. Both must be about timed the same. 61,000. Well, I mean, that gives me quite a bit of cash, but I gotta buy pig feed, so I was hoping to buy 200,000 of it, but we'll buy what we can. The good news is that BG plan will keep us alive. We don't have to worry about paying the loan every month. It's covering that bill, so I can spend pretty much close to zero and be okay. But I'll go ahead and get the pigs fed, and we'll come back when the pigs are ready to sell. It's February, we're getting a little bit of a light snow, and our pigs, the big bunch, has had babies, so they're 9 months old. That's the way I like to do it. Then I can come in here and I'm going to sell all the adults. So whenever the adults get to be 9 months, they'll have babies. I leave room in here for them to have the baby and then sell off the adults. It's just the easiest way to do it. There's probably a way that makes them more profitable. It's just the way I do it. So we're going to sell all 837 of these. And 87. was a good payday. Now we need to buy back the piggies. What am I doing? Let me see here. What do we got in here now? Did I screw that up? No. We bought. Oh, yeah, I did. I was selling the damn babies. God damn it. Yeah, I screwed this all up. Alright. The key is you don't need to sell any because they're gonna reproduce. So, man, what a dummy. Screwed this up. Okay. So what do we need to do to get this back? We need another 500. We gotta buy. So we lost money there by selling them and then rebuying them. Is what it is. I just wasn't thinking clearly. Yeah, we're at the point where I don't need to buy anymore. We've got it half full. We were buying them before, but now we're good. So, sitting on $750,000. We do need to probably spend another 200 to get feed in here. I should mention Slurry too. When those pigs were big, this thing's kicking out over 60,000 a month. So I'm hoping we can catch up because our plant only goes through 48,000 a month. I'm hoping now with them small they won't poo as much and we can start catching up. If not, we're either gonna have to start trucking a bunch of it to sell it or put up another BGA plant. Oh yeah, land. Like I said, up your main farm's way up here. I think it's number 57. Technically, we could buy that right now and then sell everything off, but I want to wait and do that one last. This is the other one that we could do. I'm going to do that one after this one. This is the one I think I'll do because this one you don't make any money selling off the buildings. You still end up, losing a little at least. Here you make some extra money. So we're going to buy this piece of property up here. And then let's come up here and visit. There is a couple sheds on here. I should look at those sheds. They're not bale sheds, are they? Just regular. Yeah, they're just regular equipment sheds, which is okay, but I kind of want a dual purpose one up here because we are going to need to buy hay for these. This sheep barn will hold over 2,000. Now, I'm not going to do what we're doing down there just yet. I think I'm going with just 100 in here to see how the outpick goes for a while. Because, like I say, my experience is you would have to unload that thing every couple hours in game hours. That's just not going to work. So, let's go in here, get rid of both of these. And I'm going to look around. I'm going to see if I can find a decent mod that has a shed and bale storage both. That way, eventually we'll want to buy a tractor for over here with a loader, or even just a skid steer would work good, to where we can keep this full of hay, because this thing holds 2,100 sheep, but the meadow isn't. Well, I guess the meadow's decent, 62. I just don't think it's going to hold up, but it'll hold up for a while here. Let's, like I said, I'm going to buy 100 100 sheep. Trying to decide if I want to go full grown so they start producing. Probably. Let's just go. We'll go with 100 to start. Should have plenty of money for that. Yes, I want to buy that. And we're gonna have to buy hay, like I said. I don't see them getting through. I mean, they will for a while here. 62,000. I think they might be fine. We'll keep an eye on it. They should be able to go a month or two or three on this amount of meadow with only 100 of them, and then the meadow should start regrowing in the summer. But the other thing before we leave this episode, I do need to buy that pig food like I was talking, but I do think I'm going to start paying back some of the loan, even though the loan interest is no big deal, just to kind of slow us down too. So maybe we'll take $250,000 off the loan, knock it down to 750. Yeah, that'll work. We spend 200 on feed. It'll still leave us some money for equipment. Like I said, nothing in the used market, is there? And I'll look around for a shed. We'll put up a shed somewhere here where we can store a tractor and maybe a bale storage so we can stock extra bales there. We're going to be buying all the hay, but let's get some extra. But we might not even need that. We might just need a shed to park a tractor under. Looking at this, I mean, it does have 1,000,000 food liters. You could put a lot of hay in there. Anyway, that's kind of where we are now. We got the slurry problem hopefully taken care of. And we move on to sheep and got our second farm built. Now the next two farms will be the ones that we'll have to customize. They've got more area. This one doesn't have much area, and we've already plugged up our other one with that BGA plant and sawmill. So the next two farms will be the ones that we redo. But that'll do it for this episode. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.